Playoff baseball is on the air. Today from John Randall Field, East Region teams compete for a trip to the state tournament. Today's game is brought to you by American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, Cargill, Carlson Family Insurance, Jahinkapa Zoo, Comdell Innovation, Ripper Sports Store, Hike Camp Construction, Jaworski Glass and Repair, Optimum Rehab, Smith Motors, Action Realty, Buyer Insurance Agency, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Vision Ford. Now, here's KBMW's Andrew Zimmel.
Welcome back to B92.7, your home all weekend for EDC tournament action. Right now, we're getting ready to set up the final game of the day. And boy, it's been a long one. West Fargo High Packers versus the Shanley Deacons, the 3 seed versus 2 seed, and we are in for a good one. If it's been anything like the previous 3 games, well, actually, all the games today have been pretty good. Fargo North took down Devils Lake earlier 2-0. Then the last game, then we had Davies battling back to take down Grand Forks Red River 11-8. West Fargo Cheyenne fell to Wapaton 7-5. So the number 1 seed will be playing Davies tomorrow at noon. That'll be the first game to start the day. And we're finding out who's going to be playing Fargo North. Will it be Fargo High, West Fargo High, or will it be Shanley, the 3 or 2 having to take on Fargo North? Talking to the North coaches, they feel pretty confident that they can get one more win in this tournament and punch their ticket to the state tournament. Well, Wapaton punched their ticket. We'll see if either the Packers or the Deacons can get it done. The Packers, they were shut out Grand Forks Red River to move on to the semifinal round of the EDC tournament. A 4-0 win on Tuesday with a team that they hadn't seen since April. In the game that West Fargo played against Cheyenne earlier this year, they lost 10-4 and 9-0. Convincing losses that their fans hope are indicative of how they'll play this evening. The Packers are led by a group of upperclassmen who are driven to get the upset, punch their ticket to state, and play in the EDC championship game tomorrow. For Shanley, they were the runner-ups in state twice, and this year's group looks set to bring home the title for the first time in over a decade. Shanley won convincingly against Fargo Davies 5-2 on Tuesday night. Shanley returns most of their team from last year. This is a team that's led by the plate by junior Jordan Ledinger, who's batting .422 with double-digit hits, RBIs, and runs scored. Pairs with Ledinger's pitching. He's 4-0 with a 2.46 ERA and 26 Ks. You have the type of player who might be talked about as the MVP of the conference in a couple of weeks. We'll talk about all of that and more as we get ready for first pitch from John Randall. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wapaton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wapaton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wapaton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with Auto Owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wapaton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wapaton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Let's go through our starting lineup, starting with the West Fargo Packers, the 3 seed and the visiting team on the scoreboard. The Packers are led off by Layden Hofflin. DHing is number 11. That's Mason Stolenlanger. Caleb Anderson batting third. Brady Medina, the first baseman, batting fourth. Aiden Wolf, the shortstop, batting fifth. Wrigley Gunnarsson, the sophomore, or the shortstop, batting sixth. Seth Wiggerstrand, the third baseman, batting seventh. Easton Heisler, the catcher, batting eighth. And Devin Peterson, the second baseman, batting ninth. For the Shanley Deacons in the field is going to be Broden Meyer, the pitcher. We'll get back to him in a moment. Adam Liger behind the plate at first base is Michael Rosenberg. At second base, Landon Meyer. Third base is Landon Hale. Shortstop, Tommy Simon. Left fielder, Sam Olski. Center field, Jordan Liger. And in right field, Zach Boren. Correction. All right, so let's talk about the two different pitchers we have going tonight. For the Shanley Deacons, starting junior is Broden Meyer, pitching this season 3-2, 17 1/3 innings pitched, a 3.64 ERA, 24 Ks, 17 walks, and 4 hits. On the other side, the Packers, 16 2/3 innings pitched, 4.62 ERA, 13 Ks is Landon Hofflin. So it's a matchup between the two juniors. And Shanley, like I mentioned earlier, they're a team that's trying to get back to the state tournament. They've been the runner-up 2 years in a row. We just saw the Mustangs get knocked off. They're probably feeling pretty good about themselves right now, trying to advance and move on. Let's get you over to the Wilkins Rick Neatery pregame show. We'll take another quick break and come back with their first pitch next on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wabaton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948. Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper's Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper's Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper's Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wapaton.
I want to thank you guys for listening on KBMW News Live on YouTube, our YouTube channel. Make sure you hit subscribe and little bell so you never miss another game on YouTube, as well as the rest of the EDC tournament. We got 3 games coming to you tomorrow, noon, West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Davies. At around 2:30, going to have Fargo North and the loser of this one. And tomorrow at 5 p.m., Wabaton will face off against either the Packers or the Deacons. Let's look over to the West, trying to figure out who's going to be coming out. Dickinson took down Williston today. The 2 seed took down Williston 7-5. Minot High took down Bismarck High 3-2. So tomorrow we'll have some state qualifier games at noon at 2:30. Games that haven't yet have scores for us online is Legacy versus Century And 5-seed Mandan taking on number 1 seed Jamestown. Now Jamestown, that's a solid program, so I'd be curious to see how that one shakes out. Jamestown was upset last year in the Western Dakota Conference playoffs, and it's funny, things usually go chalk in the EDC. We say that as the Mustangs got knocked off by the Huskies earlier today. A 7-5 win with the 4 seed advancing, to the championship game. We're getting closer to first pitch. For your first pitch, brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your number 1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. Leading off for the Packers is going to be Layden Hoffland. Batting second is the DH, Mason Storling, and the center fielder, Caleb Anderson. That's who you have coming up in this first inning. Talking about the pitcher, Bowden Meyer, junior pitcher, 3-2 this season, 17 1/3 innings pitched, a 3.64 ERA, 24 Ks, 17 walks, and 13 hits. As we get closer and closer to first pitch, this game was probably running about an hour and a half behind, all things considered, when you think about the kind of longer stretch that we had. And we went to extras in the first loser-out game where Davies was able to come back against Grand Forks Rev River. An 8-inning matchup with the Eagles coming back and scoring 3 at the top of the 7th and then 3 at the top of the 8th to secure the win. You can watch on KBMW News Live as well as on YouTube as the lights have come on for this final game. Tomorrow, we'll see if we can get all these games done before the lights have to come on. First game tomorrow, noon, between Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne. Number 1 seed Mustangs use a lot of their pitching today. We'll see if they can get it done. So leading off is Landon Hoffland. Hoffland don't have his batting stats available for you. I do tell you that he's a lefty, left-handed batter. Packers evergreen jerseys, white paneling, white numbers. Home team, Shanley in white jerseys. High inside pitch on the lefty, 1-0 count. We get this one started. Dakota Ag Products is your first pitch sponsor. Back of the batter's box for Hoffland. The delivery in the dirt, 2-0 count. Mason Stalllinger, a senior, has a on-base percentage of .551, leads his team. He's on deck. The 2-0 pitch. Misses the outside corner, 3-0. And it's almost a warning to fans at home watching on KBMW News Live, but also listening. The strike zone always expands as the game goes later. Catches the outside corner of the plate for a strike. 3-1 on the first strike to the leadoff man. Out of the windup, working on the first base side of the rubber. The delivery. Misses the inside corner for a ball. Walks him. So a leadoff walk to Hoffland brings up Stolting. Stolting this season, 373 batting average. Stolting 373 batting average this season, 19 hits, 19 RBIs, leads the team, 16 runs, also leads the team in walks with 13. Nobody out, 1 on. The delivery, swing and a miss, big cut by the lefty. And the senior Stollinger, he's a DH, but he's undersized, probably one of the smaller, skinnier guys on the roster. The 0-1 count. Working from the first base side, out of the stretch. Delivery catches the outside corner for Meyer. 0-2 count. Broden Meyer, the junior, does it with the bat as well. 205 hitter. Knocks in 8 RBIs. 0-2 count. Pitcher comes set on the first base side of the rubber. The delivery misses the outside corner on the lefty. 1-2 count. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The 1-2. Pitcher looks in, gets the call from the catcher. Runner takes off and gets him looking. So the DH takes a seat on the bench. Runner advances on the pitch. So a stolen base by the leadoff man brings up Caleb Anderson, the center fielder. Anderson, a junior, 333 batting average, 414 on base percentage, 331 slugging percentage, 17 hits, 12 RBIs, 13 runs. He's also another one of those pitchers that can eat up some innings. 21 innings pitched this season, 1 ERA, 34 Ks, 13 walks, and 13 hits. So he does a pretty good job on the hill as well tonight, playing center field. Might have a chance to see him depending how this game goes. Top of the first, 1 out, runner on second, in scoring position. The delivery, hard hit ball. This is going to fly foul down the first base line. 0-1 count. Meyer steps back on the rubber. Right-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. Second baseman holding the runner on second. The delivery. Another high fly ball on the right side of the field. First base. Bounce back, and makes a catch in foul territory. Runner stays at second. 2 down for Brody Medina, the first baseman. Brady Medina, the junior, batting .339, right-handed batter, 20 hits, leads the team, 15 RBIs, 15 runs scored for the Packers. 2 down, runner on second. Meyer looks back at his runner. Another high fly ball on the first base side. First baseman tracks it down, goes foul behind the dugout. 0-1 count. Pitcher steps back on the rubber, working on the first base side. Medina wiggles the bat on his shoulder, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery catches the outside corner. Good framing job by the catcher. That's Adam Langer behind the plate for the Deacons. 0-2 count, 2 down, runner on second. Catcher sets up outside again. The pitch, another hard hit ball. This is going to fly into the outfield and land in front of the left fielder. Runner rounds third, comes home on the RBI single from Brady Medina. And we get this one started off. Runs brought to you by Titan Machinery. Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wapaton. So 1 run scores in the top of the first. An RBI single from Medina brings up Aiden Wolf, the shortstop. Wolf comes on, 207 batting average, 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 8 runs. Medina, small lead at first, takes another step. Pitch catches the outside corner. Another great framing job by Adam Langer. Able to work that ball inside or outside back in. Might have caught the umpire sleeping there. 0-1 count, 2 down, runner on first, 1-0 lead for the Packers. The delivery. Able to pull back on the swing. Wolf didn't like that one. 1-1 count. 85 degrees and still breezy in Wapaton as we continue this one. Final game of the night, the 2 versus 3. Runner takes off. The delivery, swing and a miss. Bounces in front of second base and into center field. Stolen base by Medina. Puts him in scoring position for Adam Wolf. On deck is Wrigley Gutterson. Gunderson, 20 hits on the season, 392 batting average. It's funny, he's batting 5th in the order, one of the better batting averages on the team, though. 1-2 count, 2 down, runner on second. Meyer trying to get out of this one. 1 run already allowed. 1-0 lead for the Packers. The delivery, swing and a miss, and that's how you get out of it. Second K of the first inning. So after half inning, Packers lead 1-0, leave 1 runner on base. We'll be back with the bottom of this first. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wapton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back, B92.7, as we continue through this one. Bottom of the first, Packers lead 1-0. Carlson Family Insurance, your scoreboard sponsor, representing auto owners. Up to bat this inning is going to be Orshak, Meyer, and Jordan Langer. Sam Oshak steps in, the junior, 305 batting average, 440 on base, 339 slugging percentage, 18 hits, 17 RBIs, 22 runs. Very good leadoff man. The delivery, swinging and a miss. The left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Sam Oshak is from Brack. Okay, good to know. Another open batting stance. 0-1 count. The delivery. Chopper goes foul on the first base side. 0-2. Breckenridge Cowboys could have used him this year. 0-2 count. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Hoffman this season. Pitch catches the outside corner for a strikeout. That's what we were going to talk about. 13 Ks on the season. Gets one there on Oshak looking. Deacons come up. One down. Nobody on. Landon Meyer up to bat for the Deacons. Meyer, a 394 batting average. 26 hits on the season. Leads his team. Swung on and fouled off down the third base line. Meyer, 15 RBIs, 22 runs. Another one of those players for the Deacons gets the job done in the top half of the order. 0-1 count, one down, nobody on. 1-0 lead for the Packers. The delivery. Foul ball into the net on the first base side. Out of play. 0-2. And Meyer doing a good job of kind of crowding the plate a little bit, making sure it's more difficult for Hoffman to get the ball over. Kind of cut off that inside pitch. The 0-2, the delivery, misses on the outside. 1-2 count. On deck is Jordan Leininger. Leads his team with a 422 batting average. Swung on, chopper back up the middle. That's going to get through for a hit. First hit of the night for the Deacons. So one runner on as Jordan Leininger steps to the plate. Leininger, like I mentioned, 422 batting average, 580 on base percentage, 667 slugging percentage, 19 hits, 14 RBIs, 18 runs. As a pitcher, does the job as well. 4-0 on the season, 25 2/3 innings with a 2.46 ERA. So gets it done on both sides. The plate tonight, playing center field. The delivery, inside pitch, catches the strike zone. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. And I'll tell you, Hoffman, he has almost a 3/4 release on the ball. Not quite straight overhand, not quite submarine, kind of 3/4. The delivery from the lefty. Ball goes in the back, 0-2 count. Left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter, 0-2 count. One down, runner on first. Meyer got on a single up the middle. And I'll tell you what, the sense of urgency between some of these guys not quite what you would expect for a game that's running behind schedule. That's the difference between having a day job and not. You know what I mean? Some of these guys, they're young. They can bounce back. The rest of us, older guys, we need our 8 hours of beauty sleep. 0-2 count, one down, runner on first. The lefty delivers, misses away, pass ball. Going to put a runner in scoring position as Meyer at second base now. Shortstop playing on the infield grass, goes back to his normal position. The center fielder steps back in, left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. The delivery, hard hit ball, line drive to the third baseman, gets it and overthrows the second baseman. So what would have been a nice double play ends up just being one, a line out to the third baseman. Runner stays at second. Adam Langer, the slugging backstop, steps in. Right-handed batter, or left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. One of the best matchups in sports. Wearing number 34. Big Poppy fan. 307 to the right field fence, which for a pull hitter might do him some good. Breeze still coming straight in from center field. Seen a couple of balls stolen by the wind today. Might have happened to the right fielder in the previous game as well. That wind might have played with him, caused a couple errors in the outfield. Adam Langer steps in. .298 batting average this season. Hard hit ball, second baseman eats it up, sends it to first for the 4-3 putout. Well, one runner left on base after one inning. The Packers lead the Deacons 1-0. Top of the second coming up in a moment on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work, located at 101 North 11th Street in Wapaton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wapaton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wapaton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
Welcome back to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action. First pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. Up to bat this inning for the Packers, who lead 1-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. It's going to be Gunderson, the number 7 hitter. The number 7 hitter, we'll get that name for you here in a moment. Wrigley Gutterson, and then number 10, Seth Wiggerstrand. Meyer on the hill for the Deacons. Looks in. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products. The first pitch is a ball in the dirt, 1-0 count. Wiggerstrand on deck, the junior. 0-1 count to Gunderson. Wrigley Gutterson, the senior, batting .392 this season. Inside pitch, misses the strike zone, 2-0 count. 20 hits, a team high, 14 RBIs and 16 runs. Meyer comes set on the hill. The delivery, misses outside, 3-0 count. And both these teams got some guys that can put the ball in play, make the defense work. Meyer looks back in. Comes set on the hill. The delivery. Down the middle of the plate for a strike. 3-1 count. And we've seen a lot of pitchers this afternoon get the 0-2 and then struggle to try to close it out. Haven't seen a ton get the 3-0 and then be able to battle back. The 3-1. Swinging and a miss, but Meyer trying to be one of the first. Full count. Leadoff man at the top of the second. 1-0 lead for the Packers. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Meyer working from the first base side of the rubber. Looks in. Comes set. Out of the stretch. The delivery. Fly ball. Out of play on the first base side. Goes into the residential neighborhood behind John Randall Field. Full count. That's why you don't drive behind the baseball diamond pretty much after 4 p.m. Don't want to get your ball or your windshield cracked. The 3-2. The delivery. Hard hit ball down the third base line. Goes foul. Would have been a multiple bagger if it stayed fair as it rolls into the corner. Player comes out of the dugout to go pick it up. Full count now still for Gunnarsson. The senior, 492 on base percentage, 490 slugging. Meyer trying to close it out. The 3-2. Swing and a miss, and that'll do it. Third K for Meyer. First of the second inning. Seth Whitestand steps in, the third baseman. Wiggestrand steps in. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. One down, nobody on. The delivery shows bunt. Bunts it back to the pitcher. Collects it in front of the mound. Goes one with it in time. 1-3 put out for 2 down. As Easton Hirschler comes up, the senior. Eisler steps in. 11 hits, 8 RBIs, 8 runs this season. Breeze still coming in from dead center field. The delivery misses high on the strike zone. 1-0 count. Meyer goes back to the hill. We'll get you your legal ID here in a moment. Meyer comes set out of the delivery. The pitch. Hard hit ball down the first baseline. Goes foul. Almost catches some fans hanging out by the fence. The 1-1 count. Eisler, 275 on the season. Meyer looks in, comes set, right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher, the 1-1. The delivery, chopper to the second baseman, fields it cleanly, goes one for the 4-3 putout to end the top of the second. A 1-2-3 inning for the Deacons. Bottom of the second coming up in a moment. Packers lead 1-0. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action.
B92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wahpeton. Powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we go into the bottom of the second. Packers lead 1-0 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Leading off is Tommy Simon. Simon, a .333 batting average, 14 hits, 15 RBIs, 10 runs as the ball goes fair down the third base line. Simon rounds first, goes into second. It's going to be a close play. Second baseman able to get the ball down, not in time. It slides underneath the tag. So the shortstop starts off with a double. Trying to get on the board. Michael Rosberg steps in. .317 batting average this season. 19 hits, 17 RBIs, 6 runs. One out. Swinging and a miss. 0-1 count. Nobody out. One on in the bottom of the second. Deacons trying to get back on the board. Trailing 1-0 to the West Fargo Packers in this semifinal game in the Eastern Dakota Conference. The delivery. Ball misses inside and away. 1-1. Left-handed pitcher. Right-handed batter. So that lefty already has a little bit of tail to it, and not an overhand release by Hoffland. The delivery misses away. 2-1. Hoffland, a junior, struggling with control here. Gave up a hit, but in the first inning, a double to start this one. The 2-1. The delivery misses away. 3-1. Well, he read the scouting report on Rosberg. .317 batting average, .388 slugging, 19 hits, 17 RBIs, 6 runs for the senior. The delivery, swing and a miss. Loads the count, 3-2. Simon taking the lead at second base. Second baseman holding them on. Lefty looking back, comes set. The delivery, swing and a miss. Second K of the night for Hoffland. One down, runner on second, 1-0 lead for the Packers. Deacons bring another one up. Zach Bourne steps in, the senior, batting .364. The lefty, 12 hits, 4 RBIs, 14 runs. When he gets on base, the guys behind him help him. Has a chance here to tie it up. Runner on second. The delivery, ball misses inside. 1-0 count on the lefty. The lefty-on-lefty battle, got a couple of them in this Deacon lineup. Hoffland working, comes set, working on the first base side of the rubber. The 1-1. The pitch, swing and a miss. Once across the board, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out in the bottom of the second. Runner on second. Hoffland out of the stretch, looks in, gets the signs, comes set. The delivery, foul ball, 1-2 count. Batter steps back in, the 1-2 count. Pitcher comes set. The delivery misses away, 2-2. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out in the bottom of the second. You're listening to B92.7 and watching live on KBMW News Live on YouTube. YouTube channel, make sure you hit subscribe and the little bell so you never miss a game. The delivery misses away, full count. First base is open as Simon takes another step at second. Bowen steps back in. The delivery. High fly ball on the left side of the field. Goes foul into the stands behind third baseline. The 3-2. Left-handed batter steps back in. Hoffland, a lefty himself, working from the middle of the rubber. Simon takes another step at second base. Chopper to the shortstop, and shortstop able to field it cleanly. Can't get it to first in time. So an infield hit from Zach Bowen brings up Quinn Miller, the DH. Miller, a .267 hitter, .214 on base percentage, 300 slugging, 80 hits, 5 RBIs, 8 runs on the season. Another lefty for the Deacons. 2 runners on, trailing by 1. The delivery, high fly ball on the right side. Right fielder and second baseman talking about it. Second baseman fade and makes the grab. 2 down. Landon Hale steps in, the number 9 hitter. On deck, Sam Oshak struck out looking in the top of the first. Hale, the sophomore, Hale, a .261 hitter, .346 on base percentage, .261 batting or slugging percentage, 12 hits, 9 RBIs, 16 runs. Pitch on the outside corner, misses the strike zone. 1-0 count to the right-handed batter. Hofflin working for the first base side of the rubber. Second baseman holding the runner on second. The delivery inside goes across the strike zone. 1-2 count. 2 down, 2 runners on. Shortstop comes over to talk to the pitcher, probably telling him, hey, Simon's over here dancing. Try to have a pickoff move at some point. Second baseman holding the runner on. 2 runners on, 2 down in the bottom of the second. 1-0 lead in favor of the West Fargo Packers. The delivery. Ball in the dirt, 2-1 count. Second baseman hold him on. The delivery comes to the plate. Strike on the corner. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. In this semifinal game, winner moves on to play Wahpeton tomorrow at 5 p.m., give or take a couple minutes. Loser plays Fargo North. The delivery on the outside corner misses the strike zone. Full count. So payoff pitch coming with 2 runners on. Hale, the third baseman. On deck is the center field or the left fielder, the leadoff man. The delivery. Hard hit ball back up the middle. Shortstop dives, gloves it, goes 2, and not in time. So a diving stop there prevents the RBI, but loads the bases. Tommy Simon at third, Zach Boren at second, and Landon Hale at first. And the leadoff man, Sam Oshak, steps back to the box. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. This is a tough spot to be in if you're Hoffland. Trying to get yourself out of a pickle. Everybody's got it on singles. Oshak swings and fouls the ball back into the catcher's glove. 0-1 count. Well, Tommy Simon, he got on a double correction. Then it was a single and then another single by Hale. 0-1 count. 2 down, bases loaded. The delivery. Chopper. High ball goes to the third baseman, and he catches it out of bounds, or out of the field of play, I should say. Makes it a foul ball. 0-2 count. Oshak walks himself back up to the batter's box. On deck, Landon Meyer, who had a single in the top of the first. Taking some practice cuts for the Deacons. Oshak steps back in. Sam Oshak, a .305 batting average, 17 RBIs, 22 runs, has a chance here to help himself out. Give the Deacons the lead back potentially. The delivery, another foul ball. Count stays 0-2. So you would think with Oshak being as good as a hitter as he is, that this is a situation that he'd love to be in. With 2 runners in scoring position with bases loaded. Oshak steps back in. Taps both sides. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. The 0-2. Hoffland looks in. 2 Ks already. Timeout taken by Oshak. Restraps his gloves. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you hit the subscribe button, the little bell. We have all 3 games tomorrow for you, including the 3 that we did earlier today. 7 total games for you this afternoon. The delivery. Chopper back up. No, fouled back. The depth perception, it's a killer from the press box. Don't know if that ball is coming or going. Count stays 0-2. Oshak steps back into the box. Left-handed batter. Trying to give his team the lead in the bottom of the second. 1-0 lead for the Packers. Hoffland digs in. The delivery. Misses away. 1-2 count. Oshak did a good job not chasing there. Struck out looking in the first. Steps back in. Wiggles the bat. Chokes up. The delivery. Misses away in the dirt. Catcher able to stay in front of it. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Left-handed pitcher, Hoffland, hasn't thrown a lot of breaking balls. So he's got a natural tail to his fast. Got to look fastball here. The 2-2. The delivery fouled back. No, lined out to the third baseman. But we said look fastball, and that's what he came with. So after 2 complete, Deacons trail by 1. leave 3 runners on. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live. Top of the third coming up in a moment.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wapaton.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665, or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. West Fargo Packers lead as we go into the top of the third, 1-0. Meyer still on the hill. Broden Meyer, Jr. 3 Ks already for the Deacons. Coming up to bat, Devin Peterson. Peterson, a .417 batting average, 15 hits, 6 RBIs, 13 runs. He's kind of that engine at the back half of the batting order. As a team this season, the Packers did a good job hitting the ball. .331 team batting average. .433 on-base percentage. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery, down the middle of the plate, high, 1-0 count. Your first pitch brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, and agriculture supply company. Working for the first base side, out of the stretch. Deep side, the delivery. Misses inside corner, 2-0 count. Peterson taps both sides of the plate, comes back in. Meyer digs in, the delivery. In the dirt, 3-0 on the outside. Haters count. So Peterson gonna step back in, put the bat on his shoulder, and look for the walk. Meyer steps off, steps back on. Looks in, gets the signs, nods at the catcher. Catcher sets up middle of the plate. The 3-0, trying to throw a strike here. Down the middle for a strike. 3-1 as he put it down the pipe. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the third. Packers lead 1-0 after scoring a run in the top of the first. Comes set. The 3-1, the delivery. This is outside to walk him. Walks brought to you by State Farm agents Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Brings up back to the top of the order. Layden Hofflin steps back in, the pitcher for the Packers. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Runner takes a lead at first. Could help himself out here, 1-0 lead. The delivery, misses on the outside, 1-0 count. Hofflin walked to start this one, scored a run, the lone run of this game, on a single by Brady Medina. Runner takes another step at first. Takes off, the pitch, misses on the outside corner, throw down, bounces into the second baseman, tag, not in time. So Davin Peterson now on second in scoring position for his pitcher. 2-0 lead, nobody on, or 1 on, nobody out. Hoffman steps back on. Comes set on the hill. Meyer takes another step. Shortstop calling for the ball. Goes back into position. The delivery inside. Misses the strike zone. 3-0. So that's 7 balls in the last 2 batters from Meyer. Struggling with a little control here. The 3-0. Takes another step at second base. Peterson. Shortstop trying to back cut him. The delivery down the middle of the plate for a strike. 3-1. So Hoffland, the left-handed batter, steps back in the box, trying to do himself a favor, working with a 1-0 lead, runner in scoring position. A single might score him to the outside. Shortstop, back cutting, decides to come back, swing and a miss, loads the count back up. Nobody out, one on in the top of the third. Packers with a 1-0 lead. Hoffman steps back in. Pickoff move. The shortstop able to glove it. Not able to get the tag down in time. As Devin Peterson gets back on the base. A .726 on base percentage. One of the best that we've seen this afternoon from teams left in the EDC tournament. 3-2 count. The delivery from Meyer. Misses high. Walks him. So back-to-back walks. Brings up Mason Stolinger. Walks brought to you by her State Farm agents, Matt and Amanda Frederick. Like a good neighbor, State Farm is there. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Stolger steps back in, a .515 on base percentage, 19 RBIs. Runner in scoring position here, nobody out, 2 runners on. Shows bunt. Pulls back. Runner stuck in the between. Throws the second. Diving back in. And gets him on the base pass. So the lead runner gets caught. Devin Peterson thought he should have laid down the bunt. Runner on first. 1 down. And that's the first runner that the Deacons have been able to pick off the base pass. 0-1 count to Stolinger, the designated hitter. He struck out looking his last time at the plate. Pitcher takes the lead. Left-handed batter, the delivery misses on the outside corner. 1-1. That's why it's imperative when it's a bunt and run, you got to lay the bunt down. Or if you're Peterson, got to decide if you're going to go or not. The delivery. Ball gets away from the catcher. Runner goes. So Hoffland back in scoring position. Runner on second. 2-1 count to Stolinger. Wonder if the Packers try to bunt again in a 2-1 count. Caleb Anderson on deck, the center fielder. Anderson flew out to the first baseman his last time at the plate. The 2-1, 1 down, runner on second. The delivery. Ball looks like it might have gone off of the Packer. Ball gets away from the catcher. Either way, runner ends up on third. Are they saying it was a hit by a pitch? They aren't. So it should be a 3-1 count, I think. 2-2. Strike on the inside. Okay. 2 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runner on third, 90 feet away. Packers lead 1-0 in the top of the third. Runs brought to you by Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wapaton. The 2-2. Suller digs in, left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery, breaking ball, swing and a miss. 4 Ks for Meyer. 2 down, runner on the corner. Runner at third base. Caleb Anderson steps in. Flew out to the first baseman his last time up. .333 hitter. 12 RBIs on the season. Has a chance here to add to that. The delivery, breaking ball, catches the inside corner for a strike. 0-1 count. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher as the lights on at John Randall Field. 84 degrees. Hard to believe that as the sun sets in Wapaton. 0-1, catcher sets up on the outside. The delivery. Hard hit ball down the third baseline, foul. Count goes 0-2. Meyer back on the hill, right-handed batter, right-handed hitter. 1-0 lead for the Packers in the top of the third, trying to get another one. Runner 90 feet away. The pitch. Hard hit ball over the hand of the second baseman. Rolls into right field, and that's going to be a gapper as the center fielder and right fielder go for it. Runner around second and holds up. So a double by Anderson brings in Hoffland, and He's now scored 2 runs on the day, an RBI double by Anderson. Brady Medina steps in, had an RBI single in the first inning. And it's interesting that Anderson didn't try to get more bases on that one, as it was a gapper in between. You imagine that round second might have got a stand-up triple there. Decided to hold up on second. Runner in scoring position for Medina. The 0-2, or correction, 2 down, runner on second. Second baseman holding them on. The pitch in the dirt for a ball, 1-0 count. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe and the little bell so you never miss another game. Thank you guys for tuning in and supporting during this EDC tournament. Pickoff move pegs the runner, and it rolls back to the right side of the field. Trying to get Caleb Anderson on the base pass. Already got 1 base runner today. Trying to get another to end this top of the third. So the Packers put 1 on the board on the first, 1 in the third, lead 2-0, 2 outs. Second baseman standing on top of the bag, and Anderson goes back to the bag. Meyer steps on the rubber, working from the middle. 1-0 count. Comes set out of the stretch. Catcher sets up on the outside. Comes set, the delivery. Breaking ball. Catches the inside corner for a strike. 1-1. Anderson takes his lead at second. Meyer comes set, the delivery. Chopper, shortstop, able to glove it, goes 1 with it. Across the diamond for the out. The 6-3 putout ends the top of the third, leaving 1 runner on, but not before the Packers put another on the board. 2-0 lead for West Fargo as we go into the bottom of the third. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you as we go to the bottom of the third. Up to bat this inning is Meyer, Leninger, and Leninger. Landon Meyer had a single in the top of the first. Ball hit hard down the third base line, goes foul, 0-1 count. The delivery, another hard hit ball down the third base line, no good. So Meyer, right-handed batter. Hofflin, a left-handed pitcher. 0-2 count as the Packers lead 2-0 going into the bottom of the second. Deacons trying to tack some runs back on. Ball in the dirt on the outside. 1-2 count. The delivery. Fly ball up in the air on the foul territory on the first base side. Goes out of play. Count stays 1-2. Final game of the day from John Randall. Tomorrow starts up at noon. West Fargo Cheyenne, the former number 1 seed versus Fargo Davies. These two teams do battle, try to see who can go to the state tournament. The delivery. Another ball hit down the third base line. That's a fair ball as it goes into the left field corner. Runner holds up at first, goes back to the bag. Probably a good call there by Meyer. So another single by Meyer. Brings up Jordan Leininger. He flew out to the third baseman his last time at the dish. Adam Leininger, the left-handed hitting catcher, he's on deck. Runner at first, nobody out. Pickoff move by the lefty. Gets it to the first baseman, puts the tag down, not in time. Just keeping the runner honest. Logan Meyer. Good on the base pass, has a little bit of speed. Lefty comes set again. Looks over at his runner, right-handed batter. The delivery, shows bunt, pulls back, misses the strike zone on the outside corner. 1-0 count, nobody out. 1 on. Bottom of the third, 2-0 lead for the Packers. The pitch, shows bunt, goes down the third base line. Got by Meyer, throws down and overthrows. So they're calling it a base hit on the bunt. Might have pulled the base or the pitcher off, but that's fine. First base, another base knock as Adam Leininger steps in. The power hitting catcher. Leininger steps in. And Leininger trying to get you his stats here in a moment. A 298 hitter, 18 RBIs, 14 hits, 22 runs. A mound visit by the coach of the Packers. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. So to start the bottom of the third, we got 2 base hits. Leininger steps in as the meeting of the mound breaks up. So tying run at first base, go-ahead run at the plate. And we know how important these early inning runs are. Only play 7 in high school baseball in North Dakota. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Hoffman comes set on the hill. Looks back, the delivery shows bunt. Pulls back in time. Ball inside, 1-0 count. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you hit the little bell and the subscribe button so you never miss another game. We got 3 games for you tomorrow as well after the 3-game earlier today, the 4th of our 4 games. Leininger steps back in. Big left-handed hitter, skinny left-handed pitcher. The 1-0 shows bunt, pulls back. 2-0 count to the catcher. Making the infield work. Hard to believe that you'd bunt Leininger, but again, Shanley trailing by 2 runs here, just trying to get somebody across the board. Or something on the board, somebody across the home plate. Runner on second, runner on first. The delivery shows bunt, pulls back again for a 3rd time. This one outside, catcher able to chase it down, keeps the runners honest on the bases. 3-0 count. So going to be a red light here for Leininger. On base, or on deck is Tommy Simon. Hit a double in the 2nd inning, got stuck at 3rd base. One of the 3 base runners left on base in the 2nd inning. Strike down the middle of the plate for a 3-1 count. As Leininger retapes his glove, steps back in. Taps the plate, comes set. Hoffman, the left-handed pitcher, comes set on the mound, working from the middle of the strike zone. Pulls back and walks him. Loads the bases. So Logan Meyer at 3rd, Jordan Leininger at 2nd, Adam Leininger at 1st on the walk, and Tommy Simon comes up with a chance to really make some action here. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher, full count, or bases loaded. Pitch down the middle for a strike. 0-1 count. Nobody out for Simon. Steps in the shortstop. Infield playing the bunt. Corners up. Infield back. Looking for the double play. The delivery. Ball lands in front of the, ball misses the strike zone. 1-1 count. Catcher able to stay in front of it. Michael Rosenberg, the first baseman, he's on deck. Struck out swinging his last time at the plate. Catcher sets up on the outside corner. The pitch down the middle of the plate for a strike. 1-2. That might have been Simon's pitch. He only had one of them in at bat. He steps back in. The shortstop trying to make something happen here. Has a chance to tie this one back up with a base knock. Essentially tie this up with a base knock. Pitch in the dirt inside. 2-2 count. Man working behind the plate for the Packers is Easton Eischer, doing a good job making sure nothing gets by him. The 1-2. The delivery. Pitch inside. Catches him looking. And Simon knew that one was going to be ringing him up. 1, 2, 3 strikeouts already for Hofflin through 3. Rosberg steps to the plate. The first baseman, he struck out swinging. One of the victims. Bases loaded, 1 down. Right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. Hofflin comes set on the hill. Digs in. The delivery, swing and a miss. Big cut by the big man. Hofflin working on that outside corner on the right-handed batter. Head coach for the Shanley Deacons gives the call to his first baseman. Steps back in the box. The 0-1. Pitch in the dirt. 1-1 count. 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bases loaded. 2-0 lead for the Packers in the bottom of the inning. Deacons trying to tie this one back up. Still a good amount of fans at John Randall Ballpark. The 1-1 pitch. Hofflin comes set. The delivery misses inside. 2-1. Zach Bourne on deck, the right fielder. He had a single, got stranded at second base in the second inning. Runners take their leads on the base pass. The 2-1, the pitch. Check swing, goes to the third baseman. He's going to go forward with it, and it goes off the catcher's glove. So an E2 scores a run for Shanley. Base is still loaded. And you'll take that. Lennon Meyer, he scores. Had a single to start this one. Jordan Liger at third, Adam Liger at second, and Michael Rosberg at first base with the RBI. Might have been a hit and run situation there. 2 down. Don't know what the Logan Meyer was trying to do there. Or correction, don't know what Jordan Liger was trying to do there, the center fielder. He's out at the plate, though. So that's 2 down. 1-1 count. Runner on second and first. Are we resetting the count? 0-2? Scoreboard says 1-1. 2 down. Runners on second and first. Hofflin looks in. The delivery. In the dirt to the left-handed batter. 2-2. Left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. 2 down, 2-1 lead for the Packers. Pitch misses the outside. And Adam Liger, the catcher, takes third base. So runners on the corners now. Full count. Three balls, 1 strike 2 down. Runners on the corners for Shanley. Tying run at third base. The pitch. Misses low, walks him. So that's going to load the bases for Quinn Miller. So Adam Liger at third, Michael Rosberg at second, Adam Boren at first, and Quinn Miller, the DH, flew out to the second baseman his last time at the plate. Has a chance now again, bases loaded, tying run 90 feet away. 2-1 lead for the Packers as we're in the bottom of the third inning. Left-handed batter, left-handed hitter. Or left-handed batter, left-handed pitcher. The delivery misses the outside corner, 1-0 count. And you think if Jordan Liger, I don't know what he was doing trying to steal home, the pitch misses away, 2-0 count. But a walk there would have tied this one up. A little miscommunication maybe on the hidden run. Situational batting. Quinn Miller, the lefty, takes a pitch, 2-0 count. Chopper to the second baseman. He fields it, goes one with it for the 4-3 putout. So leaves 3 runners on base, but not before Shanley tacks one on. 2-1 lead for the Packers as we go to the top of the fourth. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Chankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Chankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Chankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Chankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Welcome to the Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wapaton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com. Welcome back to B92.7 and watching live on KBMW News, live on YouTube. Want to thank you guys for subscribing and hit a little bell so you never miss another game. All right, top of the fourth, Packers lead 2-1 in this pitcher's duel. First pitch brought to you by Minn Kota Ag Products. Minn Kota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. Up to bat, Aiden Wolf struck out swinging his last time at the dish, top of the fourth. The delivery, ball had a little bit of zip on it from Broden Meyer. Looking good so far, only 2 runs allowed. His teammates not getting the runs across the board for him. The pitch, swinging and a miss, 0-2 count to Wolf. The senior batting .207 this season, 12 hits, 7 RBIs, 8 runs. The shortstop digs back in. The delivery, inside pitch misses, almost kisses the belt buckle. 1-2 count, nobody out, nobody on in the fourth. Out of the windup, Meyer, heavy breath. The delivery, this is high, 2-2 count. Wolf steps back in. The 0-2, and pops him in the shin. So after getting 0-2 on the count, ends up eating up too much inside, so Wolf takes first base. And Wrigley Gunderson steps in. He struck out swinging as well. 4 Ks for Broden Myers so far. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Gunnarsson steps back in. Open stance for the right-handed batter. Pitcher comes set out of the stretch. Runner takes another step at first base. Shows bunt. Pulls back, and bunt fouled down into the left-handed batter's box. So the Packers, they're trying to small ball some runs as well. Both these squads knowing it's a long day. This game's not going to get done till close to midnight. And they know the best way to score some runs here, just advance the runner to second base, try to get him over. The 0-1, catcher sets up outside. The delivery. High hit ball, left fielder driving back on it. That's going to go off the bottom of the wall. Runner around second, comes into third. And a double by Wrigley Gunnarsson. That's a good way to put runners in scoring positions and set yourself up to add some more. Wiggerstrand steps in. He grounded out to the pitcher on a bunt, a 1-3 bunt put out. 2 runners in scoring position now. Wiggerstrand this season, 231 hitter, 12 hits, 19 RBIs, 11 runs, so he knows what it means in these type of situations. Also worth noting, leads the team in strikeouts with 22. Two runners in scoring position. Infield playing the bunt. Corners up. Middle infield back at normal position. Out of the windup. The delivery. Little chin music to the third baseman. 1-0 count. Easton Heischer on deck. Grounded into a 4-3 putout. His last time up in the second inning. Top of the fourth. 2-1 lead for the Packers. 2 runners in scoring position trying to add on to it. Out of the windup. The delivery. Swinging and a miss. Big cut. 0-1 count. Just on top of the ball a little bit. Nobody out, 2 on. Head coach giving the signs from the batter's box. Steps back in. The delivery. Chopper back to the pitcher. Goes 1 with it for the 1-3 put out. 1 down. 2 runners in scoring position as Easton Heischer steps in. Eisler steps back in, the catcher. 1 down, 2 runners in scoring position. Out of the windup, the delivery. Breaking ball misses the inside corner. 1-0 count. And we mentioned that the strike zone sometimes it gets a little bit bigger in high school baseball as the innings continue. I would argue tonight the strike zone's gotten smaller as the game has gone on. Kind of reestablished it. The 0-1, or the 1-0, shows bunt. Runner already in at third base and gets in. Overthrows by the pitcher, goes into first base. And 2 runs are going to score on that bunt. Wow. So Easton Heischer in E1 as Aiden Wolf scores and Wrigley Gunnarsson scores from second on the overthrow. So a 4-1 lead for the Packers. Devin Peterson at the plate. One down, runner on second. 4-1 lead for the Packers when all the brouhaha is done. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Runner takes the lead at second. The delivery, high fly ball out of play on the first base side. No 1 count. Meyer steps back on. Looks in. Broden Meyer, 24 Ks this season. Having a tough time getting outs in this one. The delivery. Fastball down the pipe. 0-2. Peterson, the second baseman, digging in. On deck is Leadoff man, Layden Hofflin, the pitcher, scored 2 runs already on 2 walks. He's done a good job getting on base. Runner on second takes another step. Fly ball goes out of play. Count stays 0-2. The 0-2 count, runner on second, 1 down. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Meyer looks in. Broden Meyer takes the signs. Catcher sets up on the outside corner. Second base holding the runner on. The delivery misses away. Catcher loses it, and the runner on second decides to stay. Eisler thought about going. He said, hey, how far away did that ball roll? Realized it didn't roll far enough away and didn't have the speed to try to take third. The 1-2, 1 down, runner on second. Second baseman holding Eisler on. The 1-2, delivery high and inside, little chin music, 2-2 ball game, or 2-2. 2-2 at bat, 1 down, 4-1 lead for the Packers. Trying to punch their ticket to play the Wapaton Huskies tomorrow at 5 p.m. in the EDC Championship game with a chance to be the 1 seed coming out of the East. The delivery, swing and a miss. It's going to be the 5th K for Meyer. Top of the order back up, 2 down, runner on second for Layden Hofflin. Hofflin back-to-back walks in the first inning and the third inning. Now top of the 4th. We'll see if he can put bat on ball here. He worked himself out of jam earlier, 0-2 count, ended up getting walked by fouling some pitches off. Runner takes his lead at second, shortstop holding the runner on, left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery misses away. 1-0 ball. 1 ball, no strikes, 2 outs. 4-1 lead for the Packers. Open or neutral stance for Hofflin. Meyer comes set on the hill. Out of the stretch, looks back. Shortstop there to cover. Pickoff move, not in time. Tag is high on the shoulder. Count stays 1-0. Keeping Eisler honest at second base. Center fielder came in to cover. You'll see if Eisler takes the lead he was taking before, and a little bit more, actually. Daring the Shanley Deacons to throw over. The delivery misses high. 2-0. So Eisler takes another step at second base before going back to the bag. Wants to give himself a big enough opportunity. Left-handed batter as the LED lights are on at John Randall Field. The 2-0. The delivery. Inside, catcher able to keep the ball in front of him. 3-0 count. Two down, runner on second. First base is open for the leadoff man. He's drawn 2 walks already today. The pitch. Catches the outside corner. 3-1. So Hofflin's going to have to at least see one more pitch. Walked his last 2 times at the plate. 2 down, runner on second. Eisler takes another step at second, shortstop holding him on. The pitch, swing and a miss, full count now. So payoff pitch coming up to Hofflin. Mason Sterling on deck, the DH. 2 Ks, 1 looking, 1 swinging. Full count to the opposing pitcher. Meyer trying to get this last punch out after giving up 2 runs here in the top of the 4th. The delivery. And gets him looking. Hofflin knew he should have swung at that one. Going into the bottom of the 4th after 3.5 innings of play. Packers lead 4-1. We'll come back with more action from EDC Tournament Baseball at John Randall Field on B92.7, streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wapton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527.
Welcome back, Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. As we have a new pitcher for... No, we don't. Layden Hoffland still pitching for the Packers, who lead 4-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Scoreboard sponsor, Carlson Family Insurance, representing auto owners. Landon Hale comes up in the bottom of the fourth, the number 9 hitter. The delivery down the middle of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. So left-handed pitcher, right-handed batter. As Hale comes back into the box, taps to both sides of the plate. Hale the pitch. Chopper to the third baseline, and they call it foul. So 0-2 count coming up to the third baseman. Hale this season, 261, 12 hits, 9 RBIs, 16 runs. As a pitcher, 1-1. 0.7 ERA with 12 Ks and 16 hits. Another pitcher for the Deacons to chew up some innings. In this one, it's been a solid pitching night for their guy, Broden Meyer. 3 hits allowed. The delivery, high fly ball. First baseman goes back on it, makes the grab. 1 down the bottom of the fourth. Sam Oshak steps in, struck out looking and flew out to the third baseman his last time at the dish. In the bottom of the fourth, he's trying to get things started for his squad. Trailing by 3. Oshak steps back in. .18 hits on the season. Lefty on lefty matchup. Shows bunt. Pulls back in time, 1-0 count. Trying to keep that third baseman active as first base playing the outfield grass, third base playing the infield grass. The delivery. This is the inside corner on the lefty, 2-0 count. Nobody out, one out, nobody on for the Deacons. Open stance, lefty on lefty matchup. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. Nice tail on that ball as it goes through the strike zone. 2-1 count. Oshak steps back in, taps both sides of the plate. The pitch. Misses down and away. 3-1 count. So Oshak got a hitter's count on him, trying to make something happen. Hitless so far tonight. On deck, Landon Meyer, who's 2 for 2. Hard hit ball to the shortstop, fields it cleanly, sidearms it to first for the out. A 6-3 putout puts 2 down on the board. Landon Meyer, 2 for 2 today with a run scored. Meyer, right-handed batter, left-handed pitcher on the hill, Hoffland, as Oshak takes his time getting back across the diamond. Meyer crowds the plate a little bit, makes sure that Hoffland's going to have to put one over. The delivery, way outside. That's one of the benefits of kind of crowding the plate. The pitcher wants to work that outside corner, wants to make you have to work for it. Doesn't want to give you anything over the plate, over inside the strike zone for you. so he's going to keep it away. The 1-0. Delivery. Foul ball down the first baseline of the inside pitch. 1-1 count. Ball stays in play, or in the field of play. Goes off the netting. Comes back in the batter's box. The 1-1. 2 down, nobody on. Catcher sets up outside high. Another high fly ball. Right field goes back on it. Fading back and catches it about 6 feet in front of the warning track. So after 4 innings of play, Packers lead the Deacons 4-0. Top of the fifth coming up in a moment. You're listening to B92.7. You're home for EDC tournament action.
Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what quality recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Eggman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wapaton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work, located at 101 North 11th Street in Wapaton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. At 701-642-6671.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you. Little local news for you. NDSCS softball makes it to the national championship game for the first time in program history. A lot of firsts happening at NDSCS, North Dakota State College of Science, the junior college in Wapaton. An 8-5 win over Herkmeyer Community College gets them to the national championship. That'll be a great game, and I've joked a couple times that I've done a really good job of taking as much vacay time as possible going on some of these road trips with these teams. And New York, East Syracuse, I missed out. Bus left early, and I didn't get on it. That's on me. 4-1 lead for the Packers in the top of the fifth. Mason Stoling steps in. 2 strikeouts this afternoon. The delivery misses inside and low. 1-0 count. Right-handed pitcher, left-handed hitter. The delivery, swing and a miss. 1-1 count, nobody out, nobody on at the top of the fifth. Your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, #1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. The 1-1, the delivery. Catches the outside corner, paints the black, 1-2. Stellinger 0 for 2 this afternoon, but a solid hitter in that West Fargo lineup. 515 on base percentage, the highest on the team. 1-2, the delivery misses away. 2-2, does a good job not chasing. On the outside pitch, up on deck is Caleb Anderson. Flew out to the first baseman and had an RBI double his last time at the plate. The pitch misses away, full count. Want to make sure that they don't give anything to the DH. Neutral stance. Meyer comes set on the hill. The full count. The pitch, foul ball down the third base line, out of play. Count goes or stays full, 3-2. Get you your legal ID here in a moment. Full count. The delivery. Swing and a miss. A strikeout by Meyer. You're listening to B92.7.
B92.7 92.7 is KBMW FM Breckenridge Wapaton. Powered by Vision Ford. DriveWithVision.com.
Caleb Anderson, 1 for 2 today. RBI double in the third inning. His team leads 4-1 at the top of the fifth. Packers over the Shanley Deacons. The right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Ball high and inside. Almost catches Anderson on the chin. On deck, Brady Medina, 1 for 2 today. Had a single and a ground out. RBI on the night as well. The 1-0. Catcher sets up outside. Delivery. High fly ball on the left side of the field. Shortstop and third baseman talking about it. Third baseman makes the grab. 2 down. Brady Medina steps in. Adam Wolf on deck. 0 for 1 with a strikeout. Scored a run in the fourth off a hit by pitch. Nobody on. 2 down in the top of the fifth. As Shanley trails by 3. Packers trying to add to their lead. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Meyer sets up. Middle of the plate. Comes set. The delivery. Chopper to the third baseman. Fields it cleanly. Goes 1. No. Airmails it over the first baseman. Ball bounces back. Stays in play. So Medina gets on an E5 on that airmail. Aiden Wolf steps to the box. Wrigley Gutterson on deck. 1 for 2 today with a run scored and a double. Packers put 1 up in the first, 1 up in the third, and 2 in the fourth. 2 down rally going out now. Meyer looks in, comes set. The delivery, down the middle of the plate for a strike. 0-1 count. Minnesota Twins lost today, 3-1 to the Toronto Blue Jays. They'll play again tomorrow. The 0-1. Breaking ball misses the inside corner on the right-handed hitter. 1-1 count. Medina takes another step at first base. Runner on first. 1-1 count. The delivery. Swing and a miss. 1-2. Wrigley Gunnarsson on deck, the left fielder, trying to keep this 2-out rally going. Meyer comes set out of the stretch. Pickoff move, not in time, as first baseman puts the tag on Medina. Wolf steps back in the box. The 1-2, taps the side of the plate, steps in. Catcher sets up on the outside corner. The delivery, breaking ball, chopped back, foul on the first base side. Top of the fifth, you're listening to B92.7, watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Want to remind you, tomorrow, noon, first pitch between West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and Fargo Davies Eagles. That game will be right here on B92.7 as well. State qualifying game tomorrow, the 1-2. The delivery, chopped again, foul back on the first base side. Fargo North, they'll play the loser of this one. Pickoff move, not in time. Count stays 1-2 to Adam Wolf, or Aiden Wolf. Wrigley Gunnarsson on deck. 1 for 2 this afternoon as Fargo tries to keep this one going. The delivery misses on the inside corner, almost hits Wolf. 2-2 count. 2's across the board, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the fifth. Steps back in. Tugs on his helmet. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery. High fly ball goes foul behind home plate. Count stays 2-2. Third base coach gives the signs. Packers leading by 3, 4-1 on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Meyer comes set on the hill, out of the stretch. The delivery bounces in the dirt, 3-2 count. So payoff pitch coming up to Wolf. Wolf steps back in, taps the side of the plate. Runner takes a lead at first. Catcher sets up outside. The delivery. Runner goes, and it's going to be a walk. So talk about a long at bat for Aiden Wolf. A couple pickoff moves and a couple foul balls. Riley Gunnarsson steps into the plate. 1-2 this afternoon. Gunnarsson steps in. 392 hitter on the season. 20 hits, 14 RBIs, 16 runs scored. Kind of the middle of the inning or middle of the order hitter. Ball fouled straight back, 0-1 count. The 0-1. The pitch. Down the middle plate for a strike. 0-2 count. West Fargo fans in attendance. They've been here for a while as thanks to the Davies and Grand Forks Red River game, the entire schedule got pushed back about close to an hour. The 0-2. The delivery. High fly ball goes foul. Out of play on the first base side. Count stays 0-2. So you combine the extra innings between Davies and Grand Forks and a couple of equipment errors, and Cheyenne and West Fargo, or Cheyenne and Wabanon, they took their time and ended up with a game pushing a little bit later than we originally anticipated. The 0-2 count. Gunnarsson at the dish. Meyer comes set on the hill. The pitch. Fly ball goes foul outside of the field of play. Goes into the residential neighborhood behind John Randall Field. 0-2 count. Gunnarsson digs back in. Meyer gets the signs from his catcher. Comes set out of the stretch. Second base holding the runner on. The delivery goes behind the hitter, and runners advance to third and second. So the 1-2. So 2 runners on now for Gunnarsson in scoring position. Hit a double his last time at the plate in the 4th inning. Scored a run as well. So a chance here to add to the Packers' lead. Lead 4-1 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Meyer looks in, the 1-2. Catcher sets up outside, the delivery. And breaking ball doesn't break. Instead, hits him on the shoulder. An 0-2 count turns into a hit by pitch. And Seth Wiggerstand steps in. Catcher comes out to talk to his pitcher, as well as the head coach. Mound visits brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. We'll see if they give him the hook or what this looks like. And, yeah, it looks like we're switching pitchers. So we'll take a quick break and come back with that pitching change for you on B92.7 and on KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wapaton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wapaton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700 and make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Welcome back as we switch pitchers midstream. 2 outs, bases loaded. Nothing like getting put in a position like this. As Seth Wiggerstrand steps in. Grounded out twice to the pitcher as the catcher is talking to his pitcher. Number 8. Let's see who that is for the Deacons. That's Landon Hale. 1-1 this season, 20 innings pitched, .7 ERA, 12 Ks, 8 walks, 16 hits. Bases loaded situation here for the Packers. The pitch fouled off down the first baseline, and you gotta love, you have that conversation when the pitchers get switched, right? You all go over to your third base coach you're talking about, and you say to him, hey, we want to see some pitches here from the new guy, want to work that pitch count up, and the guy, instead of doing that, decides to stick a bat out there on that first pitch. The delivery misses the outside corner, 1-1. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 down. Bases loaded for the Packers, who lead by 3, 4-1 on the Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. The delivery. Pitch catches the outside corner for a strike, 1-2. And it's always interesting. This is probably the hardest game to coach because you're trying to punch that ticket, win this game, get to the state tournament. That's the end-all, be-all goal. And whatever pitching you have left, that's important, but not the end of the world. But if you decide to lose this game and kind of go halfway with your pitching, the pitch misses high, 2-2 count, 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs, bases loaded for the Packers. If you go halfway with your pitching and you waste a guy, well, then you don't have him tomorrow in a must-win situation. Hale on the hill, trying to get out of this situation. The delivery misses inside, full count. Well, this is a payoff pitch coming up to Wiggenstrand. On deck, Easton Hire. Full count. Steps off the rubber, takes a breath. Everybody's going on the pitch. At third base is Brady Medina. And the umpire gets a ball from the Shanley dugout. Or catcher goes out to talk to his pitcher. Mound visits brought to you by Hindcamp Construction. Full count, the delivery, runners go, and swing and a miss. So, Packers leave 3 runners on. That is 6 runners in total as Wiggerstrand goes down cutting. Bottom of the 5th coming up in a moment. You're listening to B92.7, your home for EDC tournament action.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas, and grandpas, too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Hear that? That's the sound of Gripper Sports Store, taking it to extra innings with all of your baseball accessories, gloves, pants, belts, and socks. Order your baseball and softball uniforms. Gripper Sports Store knocks it out of the park. Gripper Sports Store on Dakota Avenue in Wapaton.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7 FM and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Thank you guys for sticking around and watching on KBMW News Live. Want to give a big shout out to all of our loyal followers there. All 160 you guys checking us out. Make sure you hit subscribe button. Make sure my bosses are happy with me, right? Left-hander Hoffland still on the hill. Tomorrow, we have games for it. West Fargo, Cheyenne, and Davies. They start our day at noon for the win or go home state qualifying game. Loser of this one plays Fargo North tomorrow at 2:30. And winner plays Wapaton, the Huskies. They got a big win over the number 1 seed West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs. A 7-5 win as the road team on their home field. Don't see that every day. Bottom of the 5th. Up to bat is Jordan Leininger. Ball fouled straight back into the net. 0-1 count. Leininger, the center fielder, flew out and had a single. Got thrown out at home base, trying to take home the delivery. Ball bounces off the ground into the net. 1-1 count. The delivery misses on the outside corner. 2-1 count. Taps both sides of the plate. The pitch misses away. 3-1 count. Hitters count. The delivery. Swing and a miss by Leininger. Full count. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the 5th. We play 7. The delivery. High fly ball in the right field. Right fielder takes 2 steps to his right and makes the grab. One down in the bottom of the 5th. Adam Leininger steps in. Grounded out and drew a walk. Got stranded at third base. I'll tell you, man, the Shanley Deacons left a lot of runners on. 7 runners through the first 4 innings. Bottom of the 5th. The delivery misses away. 1-0 count. Steps back in. Leininger. Big left-handed hitter. The delivery. Lefty on lefty matchup. Catches the inside corner. 1-0. Or 1-1. So far, you can call it a split decision as Hoffland. He got him the first time. Walked him the second time. The pitch. Fly ball down the third base line. Goes out of play. 1-2. Leininger steps back in. The power hitting catcher. Looks a lot bigger without the pads on, if that's fair to say. The 1-2. Swung on and fouled down the third base line. Rolls foul. .81 degrees. The 1-2. One down, nobody on for the Deacons, who trail by 3 runs. The delivery. Check swing, rolls foul, and that's the second time Leininger played kind of loose at the plate. Tommy Simon on deck, got on a double and struck out his last time up. Bottom of the 5th, Deacons trying to add some runs here. Scored 1 run in the 3rd, since then quiet. The delivery. Misses away, 2-2 count. Leininger steps back in. Big left-handed hitter, left-handed pitcher. Probably about 75 pounds difference between the two. Catches the inside corner. Oh, barely misses it. Full count coming up for the catcher. Leininger steps back in, steps up in the box as well. Infield playing the outfield grass. The 3-2. Hard hit ball. That's going. And gone. The lefty pulls it over the right field fence for a solo shot to cut this lead in half. A 4-2 lead for the West Fargo Packers after that homer by the power hitting catcher. That ball is still going. We mentioned it too. Shallow right field, 307 to the right field corner, and that one had a lot of juice on it. So Hoffman, his lead cut in half, 4-2 lead for the Packers in the bottom of the fifth. Tommy Simon steps in. A double and a strikeout, got stranded at third base. Ball pops up on the first base side, 0-1. And you kind of saw it coming. You know, we talked a little bit about Hoffman. He got him the first time on the ground out and walked him the second time. You knew it was coming for somebody like Adam Leininger. High fly, infield, first baseman, second baseman talking about it. Almost run into each other before the first baseman calls him off, grabs it. A 4-2 lead for the Packers. Coming up, Michael Rosberg. Rosberg had got on an error, an RBI. And E2 on the throwdown. The delivery, swinging and a miss. 0-1 count. Well, that was necessary for Leininger as well in this inning, not only to keep his team into it, but to keep everybody else into it as well. Innings are starting to drag. Pitch inside, misses the strike zone, 1-1 count. Bottom of the fifth. Deacons still trying to cut into this Packer lead. A 4-2 lead by West Fargo. The delivery, breaking ball, barely misses the outside corner, 2-1. Strike zone the size of a dinner plate as we've continued through this game. Got to respect the umpire's integrity for the game. Make sure nobody gets away with anything. Another high fly ball. Center field and right field going after. Right fielder gets called off. The center fielder makes the grab. And that'll finish 5. So coming to the top of the 6th, Packers lead 4-2. We'll be back with more EDC tournament action on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube.
At American Family Insurance, protecting farms and ranches is at the heart of what we do. We understand the hard work that goes into building and sustaining your business, and that's why we offer customizable policies that protect everything you've worked for. Let's build the policy your farm deserves. Contact me today, Shannon Miller, at Miller & Associates at 218-643-3665 or stop by our office at 1329 Highway 75 North in Breckenridge.
American Family Insurance.
Join a winning team at Cargill Wahpeton. Starting pay of $24.90 an hour plus $3,000 sign-on bonus. Cargill Wahpeton now hiring for operations technicians. Comprehensive benefits package and immediate PTO accrual. Apply online at www.cargill.com/careers. Cargill is an equal opportunity employer. If you'd like to advertise a job opening on the KBMW Radio Employment Connection, reserve a spot by contacting us at 701-642-8747 or email studio@kbmwnews.com.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call. Layden Howell, the sophomore, comes in. 20 innings, 12 Ks, 8 hits, 16 hits, 12 Ks, 8 walks as we go into the top of the 6th. The delivery misses on the outside corner, 1-0. Heidkamp Minn Kota Ag Products, your first pitch sponsor, your number 1 grain marketing and production agriculture supply company. The delivery, this is the inside corner, 2-0 count. Nobody out, nobody on in the top of the 6th. Up to bat is Easton Heyer. The pitch. That breaking ball falls in for a strike on the inside corner, 2-1. 0 for 2 today. Got on an error in the fourth. The delivery. Another inside strike. Nice fastball. Catches him at the hip. The 2-2. Out of the windup, the delivery. Misses high, 3-2 count. Winner of this one plays the Wahpeton Huskies tomorrow. They'll be the higher seed, the home team. The pitch. Swing and a miss. Gets him down cutting. So Wahpeton was a 4 seed coming into this one. Tomorrow, either the 3 seed West Fargo Packers or the 2 seed Shanley Deacons will be the home team. So you have that to look forward to. That game, first pitch around 5 p.m. Davin Peterson comes to the plate. Walked in the third, struck out in the fourth, got thrown out in the base pass as well in that third inning. The delivery. Inside strike, catches the corner, 0-1 count. 1 out, nobody on in the top of the sixth. Pitch, chopper. Pitcher able to scoop it and go one with it for the 1-3 put out. So 2 up, 2 down. Up to bat, Layden Hoffland, who's 0 for 1 today with a strikeout looking. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Out of the windup, the delivery. Pitch on the inside corner for a strike, 0-1 count. Hall, the sophomore pitcher, wheeling and dealing. Pitch on the outside corner to the lefty, misses, 1-1. Hall steps back on the hill. Working on the first base side of the rubber, out of the windup. Hoffman watches another pitch go by for a strike, 0-2 or 1-2. Mason Stulling, 0 for 3 on deck, 3 strikeouts. The 1-2. Breaking ball on the outside corner, barely misses the strike zone. 2's across the board. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs in the top of the 6th. A 4-2 lead for the West Fargo Packers. Out of the windup, Hall looks in. Shakes off the first call, comes in with the second. The delivery. Swing and a miss. Back-to-back Ks for Hoffland. And that ends the top of the 6th. So after 5.5 innings of work, Packers lead 4-2. Bottom of the 6th coming up in a moment on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Getting the kids to practice on time. Remembering if it's your day to bring snacks. Making it to the game with a clean jersey. Why are simple things sometimes so complicated? Thankfully, with auto owners, insurance doesn't have to be one of them. Auto Owners works with independent agents who answer when you call, so you can worry about more important things, like whether your kid is going to run toward first or third base. That's simple human sense.
That's Carlson Family Insurance in Wahpeton, representing Auto Owners Insurance. Visit Carlson Family Insurance Agency in Wahpeton today. Call 672-6002 or on the web at www.cfiagency.com.
Summer of 2023 is almost here, and it's the best time to do the zoo. At Shankaba Zoo, they have all kinds of mammals, such as silly spider monkeys, otters, tigers, and bears. Stop down and see the cheetahs, Chica and Naya, the bobcat family, Jack and Clover. Shankaba Zoo is bigger and better than ever. Stop down and see what makes Shankaba Zoo one of the best zoos in the country. Shankaba Zoo, open 7 days a week, 10 till 7.
Well, we've already seen 2 visiting teams get the win this afternoon. We saw Davies take out Grand Forks Red River in 8 innings, and the Wahpeton Huskies, they took off number 1 seed West Fargo Cheyenne. Can the West Fargo Packers be the 3rd visiting team to take down a higher seed as Shanley trails by 2 runs in the bottom of the 6th? Off the bat is left-hander Zach Boren. Switching out for the pitchers, Hoffland finishes his day with 5 innings pitched. Up to bat, pitching this now is Seth Wiggerstrand. His season stats, as he gets one across the plate for a strike. 18 2/3 innings pitched, 4.41 ERA, 13 Ks, 24 hits allowed. Pitch misses low and away, 1-1. Left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. The delivery, high fly ball, infield fly, right field or third baseman goes into foul territory and makes the grab, almost loses it, able to hold on. Quinn Miller steps to the plate, the designated hitter. Shanley down to their final 5 outs, if you can believe that. Miller, left-handed batter, trying to get something to happen. The delivery. Now that'll do something. Fly ball into the outfield. Center fielder and right fielder talking about it. Center fielder makes the grab. As Landon Hale comes to the plate. Hale had a single, flew out to the first baseman. The delivery out of the windup. Another high fly ball on the right side. Right fielder comes in on it and makes the grab. A 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. Bring up the top of the 7th as the Packers lead by 2. 4-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. We'll be back with more EDC tournament action on B92.7 and streaming on on KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Welcome to Radio Employment Connection, where we work to find people to work for you. Come work for an employee-owned company. Comdale is seeking individuals for 12-hour shifts. Earn up to $21 an hour. Shifts available are second shift, Monday through Thursday, 3:30 p.m. to 2 a.m. Rotating 12-hour or 12-hour fixed shifts, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. or 7 p.m. to 7 a.m. Benefits within 90 days of hire or sooner. Applications are available at 2100 15th Street North in Wapaton. Online at www.comdaleinnovation.com.
Big jobs, small jobs, and everything in between. Heitkamp Construction has served commercial and industrial clients in the Southern Valley and beyond since 1982. They are your fully licensed construction company, providing earthwork, paving, structural steel, and more. Need a new concrete parking lot or roofing? How about a new metal building for your farm or business? Call Heitkamp Construction in Wapaton today at 642-5948 for superior construction service you can trust. Call 642-5948.
Top of the 7th we go on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube. Pitching for Shanley is Landon Hale. Had a 1-2-3 inning in the 6th. Trying to do it again here as Mason Storling steps to the plate. 0 for 3 this afternoon with 3 Ks. Working on the left-handed batter, right-handed pitcher as Stoller takes a timeout, comes back in. On deck is Caleb Anderson. Had a double and an RBI in the 3rd inning, 1 for 3 on the day. The pitch misses the outside corner for a ball, 1-0 count. Top of the 7th, your first pitch brought to you by Dakota Ag Products, your #1 grain marketing, production, agriculture supply company. 1-0 count, nobody out, nobody on. Infield playing the outfield grass, normal positioning. The delivery to the lefty, swung on, and a high fly ball. Center fielder coming in hard on it as the shortstop loses it going to the ground. Field ump says he got him out, right? No. Okay. What are we, okay, let's see what we call it there. Okay, so we're going to give him a hit. Mason Stoller on first base in the top of the 7th. 4-2 lead for the Packers. Trying to tack on some more here. Landon Hall, right-handed pitcher on At the plate is Caleb Anderson, the right-handed batter. The delivery, hard hit ball down the third baseline, goes foul. Count stays, or goes 0-1. Nobody out. One on in the top of the 7th. Sophomore Hale pitching well, trying to keep this one close, have his team try to finish it off in the bottom of the 7th. Deacons trail by 2. Top of the inning. High fly ball on the left side. Right field or left fielder going underneath it and makes the grab. So one down on the Anderson fly out. Brady Medina comes to the plate. 1 for 3 this afternoon with an RBI single. Got on in the 5th on an error by the third baseman. Packers lead 4-2. Trying to give themselves a little bit more breathing room when we go in the bottom frame. The bottom half of the frame. Hale working for the first base side of the rubber. The pitch in the dirt for a ball. 1-0 count. Coach for the Packers gives a sign from the third baseline. Medina steps back in. The 1-0. Runner on first. The pitch. Ball misses high. 2-0 count. Pickoff move, not in time as Stollinger gets back underneath. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you go over there, hit subscribe so you don't miss another game. Tomorrow, noon, first pitch from John Randall as the Cheyenne Mustangs and Davies Eagles do battle. That game at noon. The 2-1, the delivery, swung on and missed. Makes the count 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike. Nobody out in the top of the 7th. Aiden Wolf on deck. 0 for 1 today. Hit by a pitch. Scored a run in the 4th. Got on a walk. Got stranded. Ball in the dirt. Catcher able to stay in front of it. Count goes 3-1. And Shanley struggled today to get the ball over the plate. A lot of their wounds self-inflicted by walks. Pitch misses high, and that's a walk right there. So 2 runners on for the Packers as Aiden Wolf comes up. On deck, Wrigley Gunderson. 1 for 2 today with a run scored. Had a double in the 4th. And the Packers, they've left 6 runners on base this game. 2 runners on now. 1 down, 2 on. The delivery. Fly ball into right field night sky, and that's going to go foul out of play. 0-1 count. Breeze still coming in. Our thermometer still says 81 degrees outside. Hard to believe. I don't believe that for a moment. 0-1 count. 72. The delivery. Fouled straight back. 0-2 count. Winner of this one plays the Wapaton Huskies tomorrow in the EDC Championship game with a punch ticket to state playing for the 1 or 2 seed tomorrow against Wapaton. Loser of this game has to play for their dinner. 0-2 count. Catcher sets up outside. Ball fouled straight back. Count stays 0-2. Loser plays Fargo North at 2:30 tentatively. We'll see if that game gets done at the estimated time. Kind of depends on what Davies and West Fargo Cheyenne do. Both those squads took their time readjusting their gloves today. Question I was asked earlier this week is, does high school have a pitch clock yet? And I don't know. We might get to there pretty soon. 0-2 count. The pitch. This is away. 1-2. Packers lead 4-2 on the Carlson Shanley Insurance scoreboard. Runs brought to you by Titan Machinery, your local Case IH dealer in Wapaton. The 1-2. Breaking ball misses high. 2-2 count. Two balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Runners on second and first. Packers lead 4-2. As Wolf steps back in the box. Hall comes set on the hill. The delivery. Foul ball down the first base line. Out of play. Count stays 2-2. And how would you like that living next to a baseball field? You're dead asleep on a Friday night trying to get a little bit of shut-eye, and all of a sudden a ball comes crashing through your front window. Wake you up, the alarm's going off, you're wondering what's happening. You get the baseball bat only to find that a foul ball went through your window. That'd be a tough one. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 down in the top of the 7th. Packers lead 4-2, trying to add on to their lead in the final frame of play. The delivery to Wolf. Fly ball into center field, and center fielder able to get underneath it for the second out of the game, or second out of the inning. 2 down for Wrigley Gunnarsson. Steps in. 1 for 2 today. Got hit by a pitch his last time at the dish. On deck, Seth Wiggerstrom, the new pitcher for the Packers, trying to close this one out and get the win. The delivery. Hard hit ball past the third baseman. Runner rounds third. Is going to come home. Left fielder scoops and throws. Gets it to the cutoff man. A single scores a run for Wrigley Gunnarsson. An RBI single scoring Mason Stulling from second base. So the Packers give themselves a little bit more breathing room. A 5-2 lead in the final frame. Seth Wiggerstrom steps in, 0 for 3 this afternoon. 2 groundouts and a strikeout. The delivery. Ball on the outside corner of the plate on the right-handed batter. Gets him for a strike. 0-1. 2 down, 0-1 count for the new pitcher for the Packers. The delivery. Swung on and fouled back in the catcher's glove. 0-2 count. Packers already left 6 runners on base today. 2 more hanging out right now with 2 down. The 0-2. Hall looks in, gets the signs, comes set, working on the first base side of the rubber, out of the stretch. The delivery. Little blooper into the right field. And a little blooper single for Wiggerstrom. So bases loaded for Easton Heister. 0 for 3 today. Struck out swinging his last time up in the 6th. Got a pinch hitter for the catcher. Get you that name here in a moment. The delivery. Chopper back to the pitcher, and his ball gets there in time. It does. A 6-3 putout to end the inning. That was a hard hit ball by number 21, Luke Finn. So a 6-3 putout ends the top of the 7th, leaves 3 runners on. We come back bottom of the 7th as the Deacons try to rally back and stay in the winner's bracket. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube.
Have you ever been driving and see a small pebble hit your windshield, resulting in a crack or chip? Well, it happens to even the best drivers. Jaworski Glass and Repair on Dakota Avenue in Wapton is your local glass repair expert. They repair glass chips on all types of vehicles, as well as windshield replacements and custom glass cutting. Jaworski Glass and Repair guarantees quality work in a prompt manner. Give Jaworski Glass and Repair a call today, 642-4527. Recovering your health and getting back to your best life. That's what Quality Recovery from Optimum Rehab can do for you. Physical therapist Dr. Anthony Egeman will set up an individual plan to get you to your goals. He believes that this is the perfect way for you to recover your health. What you get with Optimum Rehab is time and attention, thorough assessments, and effective treatments. So if it's back pain, achy joints, recovery from surgery or injury, it's likely that physical therapy from Optimum Rehab can help. So take your life into your own hands with Optimum Rehab. Visit myoptimumrehab.com.
Welcome back. Final frame of baseball. We're in the final run. Top of the order coming up for the Deacons. They trail by 3, 5-2 on your Carlson Family Insurance scoreboard. Sam Oshak steps in. The pitch low and inside for a ball. 1-0. Seth Weidstrin pitching, the right-handed pitcher, left-handed batter. The delivery down the middle of the plate. Misses the strike zone. Low. 2-0. Nobody out, nobody on in the bottom of the 7th. The delivery. This is high and away. 3-0 count. So Oshak going to keep the bat on the shoulder here as he has a hitter's count. Makes the pitcher throw him a strike. The delivery. Catches the outside corner. 3-1. Oshak over 3. Grounded out his last time up in the 4th. It's been a while as the Deacon hitters go down 1-2-3. Fly ball goes into the net on the left or the third base side. Count goes full, 3-2. The full count, the delivery. Catches him looking. That's the second K tonight for Oshak. Finished his night 0 for 4. Lennon Myler comes in as the Deacons down to their final 2 outs. Meyer got on in a single and a flyout, so 2 for 3 this afternoon. 1-0 count as the ball misses away on the right-handed batter. Delivery inside. This is the strike zone, 2-0. Right-handed batter, right-handed pitcher. Second baseman digs back in, the delivery. Chopper to the third baseman, gets it on the hop, throws it first for the putout, a 5-3 putout. Good scoop by the first baseman as Jordan Leininger comes in for the potential final out of the game. Adam Leininger, he had a solo shot in the 5th. Trailing by 3 here. The Deacons need to get a 2-out rally going. Loser of this game plays tomorrow at around 2:30 against the Spartans from Fargo North. Winner faces off against the Huskies in the late game, the 5 p.m. first pitch from John Randall. All games played here at John Randall Field. And right on B92.7 as well, and KBMW News Live on YouTube. Make sure you hit subscribe and the little bell so you don't miss another game. The delivery misses away. 2-0 count to the right-handed batter. The delivery. Inside miss, 3-0 count. So Leininger going to put the bat on the shoulder, not worry about it. The pitch. Down the middle play for a strike. 3-1. And what you don't want to do here, if you are Seth Weiger, is walk the batter. Catches him on the inside corner, looking, 3-2. So payoff pitch coming up. You don't want to put him on base as Adam Langer has already tattooed a ball into the stratosphere. The payoff pitch. Did he get him looking? Oh, umpire taking his time calling that ball. So a full count walk puts a runner on for Adam Langer. And what you don't want to give this guy anything he can hit. He's 1 for 2 today with a walk and a solo shot in the 5th. So you leave this ball high and inside, he's going to take it for a ride. The delivery. Inside miss and low, 1-0 count. That's where you're going to miss if you're going to miss low. The 1-0. All comes set. The pitch. Misses high and inside. 2-0. Seth Weinstrom on the hill. 13 Ks in the regular season, allowed 24 hits as the catcher comes out to talk to him. Calm him down a little bit. 2-0 count. 2 down, runner on first. Tommy Simon had a double in the 2nd inning, but since then, kind of quiet, struck out looking and flew out to the first baseman. So not a lot of worries. The delivery. Breaking ball misses high. 3-0 count. Two-0 count. The delivery. Catches the outside corner for a strike. 2-1. 3-1 count, the umpire tells us. 3-1. Fly ball down the third base line goes foul. Loaded the count back up again. Second loaded count for Wigstrand. Packers are just a strike away here from punching their ticket to the state tournament. Full count. The delivery. Fly ball goes out of play. Straight back. Count stays full. You're listening to B92.7 and watching on KBMW News Live on YouTube. Want to thank you guys for paying attention or spending some time with us all day as we push. Yes, that's it. We've hit the 12-hour mark. 12 hours of baseball this afternoon. The pitch. Misses high. Walks him. So runners on second and first brings up Tommy Simon. And Seth Wingstrom steps in. Or comes to the hill. What? Another mound visit. Mound visit is brought to you by Heidkamp Construction. Once you know who we are, you won't build any other way. And the Packers, they're just 1 out away from making it to the next stop. That stop, of course, tomorrow. And, you think about it. You want to use your pitching tonight to get this win. For the Packers, you don't really need to worry about tomorrow. You won already going to state, and going in as a 1 or 2, the way the West shakes out, it's always a kind of a roll of the dice. You don't know what to expect, as high seeds would get upset routinely, and low seeds will come to surprise you. So you don't really know what you're getting out of the West. So coming in as a 1 or 2 doesn't have the same vibe as the EDC basketball tournaments say, where you want to come in as a 1 or 2 and catch that 3 or 4 out of the West. The delivery. High fly ball. Center fielder comes in on it. This could end this game, and it does. So the West Fargo Packers pull off the upset. A fly ball to the center fielder ends it. 7 innings of work, and the Packers win 5-2 to advance to play the Wapaton Huskies tomorrow around 5 p.m. Shanley, they'll play for their season tomorrow at around 2:30 against Fargo North. We'll take a quick break and come back with your post-game report, your Realty post-game report next on B92.7 and KBMW News Live on YouTube.
I know everyone is ready for summer, but is your car? Bring your car in for a pit stop at Smith Motors in Wahpeton. Get a multi-point inspection done for those long summer rides. Oil change, new tires, brake pads, and rotor installations are all something to look into, so you can spend more time at the lake rather than stuck on the side of the road. Plus, you can get 10% off all AC work. Located at 101 North 11th Street in Wahpeton, or give them a call at 701-642-6671. That's 701-642-6671.
Looking to buy or sell your home? Want a bigger home, or is it time to downsize? Now is the time to own your dream home. What's really important is finding a home that's right for you. No one has more experience and expertise than Action Realty in Wahpeton. They are your hometown real estate agency, serving the Wahpeton, Breckenridge, and surrounding areas with 5 available agents that are ready to work for you. Whether you're buying or selling, call Action Realty today at 642-4700. And make sure to listen to the Action Crew talk real estate on KBMW every Tuesday morning around 9 a.m.
When you think of a local crop and farm insurance agency, call Bayer Insurance. They are your local ag agency. Their farm policies cover all aspects of your farm operation and offer the most all-risk coverage available at a very competitive price. Bayer Insurance Agency knows crop hail insurance. Let Bayer Insurance Agency review your coverage, and together they can properly cover your 2023 crops. Call Bayer Insurance Agency today at 642-0955. Our plans are based on yours.
Dr. Andrea Hornstein at Hornstein Family Chiropractic is certified in pregnancy and pediatrics. Dr. Andrea treats newborns, infants, toddlers, school-age teens, and athletes, all the way to moms and dads, grandmas and grandpas too. No need to suffer with a headache. This is one of Dr. Andrea's favorite things to treat. Did you know sprained ankles can be treated by a chiropractor? Getting your athlete back into the game faster, ready to feel and function well. Utilize chiropractic care for a healthier wellness style. Call Hornstein Family Chiropractic at 701-672-1300. That's Hornstein Family Chiropractic.
Welcome back. Andrew Zimmel on the call with you on B92.7 and streaming live at KBMW News Live on YouTube. Let's go through it. West Fargo High, the Packers get the 5-2 win over the Shanley Deacons to advance and take on the Wahpeton Huskies. So it'll be the 3 seed versus the 4 seed tomorrow in the EDC Championship game. Shanley goes on to play Fargo North in the quarterfinal game, a state qualifying game. And West Fargo Cheyenne and Davies, they take the field first at noon tomorrow. So that's your bracket. Let's go through it. Your West Fargo Packers, winners of this one after leaving 9 batters on base. They still get the win. Layden Hoffland, 0 for 2 with 2 runs scored. Mason Starling, 1 for 4 with a run scored. Brady Medina, 1 for 4 with a double and an RBI. Aiden Wolf, 1 for 3 with an RBI. Wrigley Gunnarsson, 0 for 2 with a run scored. And Seth Wiggerstrand, 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Ethan Heischer, Seth Winterstram, 1 for 4. Wrigley Gunnarsson, 2 for 3 with a run scored and an RBI. Easton Heischer, 0 for 4. And Dalvin Peterson, 0 for 2 this afternoon. For the Shanley Deacons, they left their fair share of runners on base as well. 7 runners left on base for the Deacons. Sam Oshak, 0 for 4 tonight. Landon Meyer, 2 for 4 with a run scored. Jordan Liger, 1 for 3. Adam Liger, 2 for 4 with a home run, RBI, and a run scored. Tommy Simon, a double, 1 for 4 this afternoon, though. Michael Rosberg, 0 for 3 with an RBI. Zach Bourne, 1 for 2. Quinn Miller, 0 for 3. And Landon Hale, 1 for 3. So that'll do it from Wahpeton as we get ready for tomorrow. First pitch against the West Fargo Cheyenne Mustangs and Davies Eagles at noon. Then we have a 2:30 game, Shanley and Fargo North, to wrap up West Fargo High and Wahpeton in that EDC Championship game. For everybody on the I3G Sports Network, I want to thank you guys for tuning in and watching. Make sure you subscribe and hit the little bell so you never miss another game. One more time for Wahpeton. West Fargo High 5, Shanley Deacons 2. We'll see you guys tomorrow.
This East Region Tournament broadcast was brought to you by American Family Insurance, Miller & Associates, Cargill, Carlson Family Insurance, Jahinka Zoo, Comdell Innovation, Ripper Sports Store, Heitkamp Construction, Jaworski Glass and Repair, Optimum Rehab, Smith Motors, Action Realty, Buyer Insurance Agency, Hornstein Family Chiropractic, and Vision Ford. Be sure to go to kbmwnews.com for a complete updated list of future broadcasts and video streams. Thanks for listening.
Let's spend some time together. Here's another hour of music from B92.7. I love it.